I am here today because Twitter has been trying to maneuver out of owing all of us the full severance that was promised to us prior to the acquisition.
That was former Twitter employee Helen Sagely during a press conference held by attorney Lisa Bloom. Bloom announcing arbitration complaints over Elon Musk's layoffs at Twitter as complaints of improper tech layoffs grow even louder. For more on this, let's bring in Yahoo Finance's Alexis Keenan. Alexis, we should point out this isn't the first lawsuit Twitter under Elon Musk has been hit with. How's this one different?
Yeah, Akiko. So this came from Lisa Bloom, an attorney in California. How else? Live on Twitter is how she made this announcement. And she did it on behalf of Ms. Lee and also two other laid off workers at Twitter. They say that in May and October, Twitter's HR department and its legal department promised that if they stayed with the company during the tumultuous time that was the merger dispute, that the company would honor their pre-merger severance offers. Instead, what Bloom is saying is that some of the benefits have been withdrawn by Elon Musk's at the helm. Things like prorated bonuses, healthcare benefits, and accelerated vesting. Lee said there are 3,765 similarly situated employees, all of whom could potentially file a lawsuit. It's actually an arbitration in this case because the employees have signed agreements that they would arbitrate these types of labor disputes. Now, remember, Musk laid off about half of Twitter's workforce with an ultimatum to either accept a hardcore working environment or 3 months of severance. Now, Bloom is saying that that offer is actually illegal. She said that under the merger agreement, the post-merger severance that is offered to these employees has to be no less favorable than what they had agreed to beforehand. Bloom said that the employees are being paid until January 4th, but she said it's super unclear whether that's actually regular pay or whether that's actually part of the severance. She also acknowledges, though, that these workers are at-will employees, but she said there's an exception that would apply when the benefits are promised in writing in the way they were, she says here. She also is questioning Musk's compliance with the Federal WARN Act. That's something that we've talked about before that requires companies of a certain size to give 60 days notice to employees of a termination. On top of all that, Bloom is saying that she's also going to be filing some civil rights claims. These are discrimination claims. She says she wasn't really particular about what those would look like, but she said some workers who were on leave, for example, and were terminated during a leave, that violates discrimination laws in California. Also, some reports of workers in New York filing arbitration or threatening arbitration claims, and also workers in Massachusetts as well, Akiko. So I would say this is a bit different based on its breadth of all of these claims that Bloom is saying she intends on bringing on behalf of these employees, former employees.
So certainly a lot of consequences for those rapid decisions that Musk made. I want to stay with tech layoffs because Meta is also landing in hot water over severance packages. How is their angle different?
These big tech layoffs, happy it seems. These laid off workers from Meta, they are employees that were part of the company's Sourcer Development Apprenticeship Program. And they complained that they're getting inferior severance to those regular employees. Now, these are short-term employees that were trying to transition into tech jobs. All 60 plus of these workers have been laid off. In November, the company laid off, they're among the 11,000 that the company showed the door. Now, the workers say that they're getting the offer of 8 weeks of base pay plus 3 months of COBRA benefits versus regular employees, they say, who were given 16 weeks of pay plus 6 months of health care. These are also at-will roles. So this current group, though, was hired in April. They haven't been working for the company all that long, about 8 to 9 months in their case. We have reached out to Meta to ask what their response is and if they will be matching the benefits that are being offered to these other employees. Guys?
All right. Thank you for those updates. Alexis Keenan there for us.